Hiya, my name's Sarah, and altogether I've lost £256. I've done that on a variety of plans. So, one of the questions that I do get asked a lot is when I first started, I started on the Slimming World and I lost 7 stone 6, which is £104 on Slimming World. A lot of people do ask why, if it was working so well for me, why did I change plans? To Weight Watchers, or WW as it is now. It was Weight Watchers when I started, so I just thought I'd do a video about it because a lot of people do ask. So when I first started my weight loss journey, I weighed 31 stone 1 pound. This is my before picture. I don't have many before pictures, so this is my body shot and this is my face shot. That's literally all I had. I avoided all social occasions. I avoided having my picture taken as much as possible. The only reason that I have this face shot is because I had to have it for work. I avoided everything like the plague. I work for the NHS and we started a new service, and I actually made sure that I was scarce for the picture. I just went in here when they were doing a picture for it. That's how bad it was. I avoided all social occasions, so I've got no pictures when I'm out and about, I've got no pictures when I'm with family, because I just didn't go. I was so big, I just didn't want to go. Anyway, I started with Slimming World in April 2015. In the 8 months I did Slimming World, I lost 7 stone 6. Like I said, I lost £104. By that point, it was my conscious decision and my choice to cut out all rubbish when I was doing Slimming World. I felt that abstaining was the only way that was going to help me and try and break those habits, those bad habits that I'd got into. I binged ate. I'm a hoarder. I still am a food hoarder, and I always will be a food hoarder. So I hoard food. I would graze all day. I would have takeaways 3 times a day. Sometimes it was that bad. So I had various problems and issues with food, so I felt the best thing for me to do is to cut out everything, which is what I did for 8 months. I think I had 1 takeaway in that time. Didn't touch chocolate bar, didn't touch a packet of crisps, didn't touch a bag of sweets, didn't touch anything, didn't have cake, anything. So I just made sure that I had 3 substantial meals a day, and that if I wanted a snack, I'd have ham, I'd have chicken, I'd have fruit. That was literally what I did. Sins I would use on things like cheese and mayonnaise. I'd make sure they were savoury, so that was what I did. By Christmas, I stuck to plan that Christmas, and I actually stayed the same, which I was quite disappointed with, bearing in mind I'd stayed on plan during Christmas. It was nothing to do with the diet. I did stick to it. It was just one of those things. But I think that was one of the contributing factors to me looking to change. There was also the fact that I work in a community, and sometimes I haven't got time to, or I forget my lunch, or I haven't got time to grab something out the fridge. So what I would do would go into a supermarket and stand in front of the sandwich counter for about 10 minutes looking and thinking, I can't have anything because I've already had my healthy extra for breakfast. I'd already had porridge. I was having porridge every day to make sure I was full, and it was filling me up. But then if I needed to grab something on the go, I couldn't, because there wasn't really that much that I could have, and I'd end up just picking up a packet of ham or a packet of chicken and sitting and eating it in the car. So that, I found that quite a struggle at times. Also the fact that if I went out for a meal, because I was starting to go out a little bit more because I'd lost some weight, I would just stick to jacket potatoes and salad and chicken or a steak. I found it quite difficult. At that point I hadn't found Nando's. Maybe if I'd have found Nando's sooner, it may have helped, but I was sort of stuck in a bit of a rut, basically. All of my meals were massive. My portions were huge still. I still hadn't taught myself portion control. And another thing was, a lot of my meals were tomato based, and it was getting really boring. it was getting very boring. I was having cooked breakfast, which is great. I was at the weekend, which is fantastic. I was having roast dinners, which was great. It was just a lot of my other meals were becoming quite tomato based. I'd have, or it would be pasta, mayonnaise and pork chops, which I do actually love, but after a while it was getting a little bit very samey, shall I say. Anyway, I'd stayed the same over that Christmas, and by the January, Weight Watchers had started their adverts for their push after New Year. So I saw an advert and thought, oh, let's just have a look. I'll have a Google. So I Googled, what's the difference between Weight Watchers and Slimming World, and someone put, you can have bread. Quite a deciding factor for me, because I'd sort of semi-cut bread out because I would have my healthy extra as porridge. So I'd cut a lot of bread out, and especially white bread is my favourite. I don't mind brown, but seriously, you can't beat a bacon sandwich made with white bread. So I decided to have a look and see what their offers were, and I joined there and then. I joined online and classes, which I hadn't done when I did Slimming World. I literally went and got the books and did it on my own. Weighed myself at home. I couldn't initially because my scales didn't go up that high, but as I lost weight I could then start weighing myself, and that's when I became weekly weigher. Anyway, I joined Weight Watchers in the January, and this is a picture from that January. So I'd lost 7 stone 6 at this point. I then followed Weight Watchers for the next, it took me 2 and a bit years to get to goal after that. It was slow progress. It wasn't Weight Watchers' fault. It wasn't anything I was doing on Weight Watchers. I've always used all my daily and my weekly points on WW as a matter of, I'm going to use them because I want this to be a lifestyle change, and if I don't use them, it's a diet. It's not a lifestyle change without those weeklies as far as I'm concerned. So in the 2 years and I think 3 months, I lost over 10 stone. I've lost 10 stone 12 currently with WW. I'm under goal. I got to goal in April 2018. My goal weight is 13 stone. I don't know what that is in pounds, but it's 13 stone. I got to goal in the April. Been maintaining now for over a year and a half. It's not easy. Maintenance isn't easy. In fact, I find maintenance harder than losing weight sometimes. I'm really happy that the green plan has come in, because it's very much like Smart Points, which is what I started with Weight Watchers with. I lost over 9 stone. I think I lost 9 stone 13 pounds, or 9 stone 9 pounds, sorry, with Smart Points before it switched over to Flex, and I did really struggle with Flex. I did get to goal with Flex, but I did really struggle with Flex, which is why when I got to goal in the April, in the August I actually switched to the no count plan, the Weight Watchers no count plan, which they then stopped doing. But I did really struggle where Flex is concerned, just because the lack of points as far as I'm concerned. I'm not the best cook, and I do like convenience foods, and I do like to grab and go, and I did find it a real struggle when it switched over to Flex, just because I can batch cook, and I did batch cook when I did no count, and I did batch cook when I did Flex, but I end up eating the same thing for like 5 days, and it is very boring and it is very samey, and although I can do it, it does get boring real quick, and I think that was contributing to me having the odd binge, basically. So I'm very, very happy that the green plan is coming. Where the green plan is concerned, it's absolutely fantastic. I lost 11.5 pounds in a week. A lot to do with the fact that I'd had a binge a couple of days before I had a binge on the Tuesday. I had a day off on the Wednesday. I followed it on the Thursday and the Friday. Actually weighed myself on the Saturday. My weight had slowly crept up over those couple of days. I think I'd actually reached the highest that I had. So subsequently, when I weighed in the following week, I'd lost 11.5 pounds. So a lot of that is going to be water weight. Although when I do have a binge and I do put that much weight on, I think I'd gained sort of 10 pounds from a binge. it normally takes me a lot longer. So the green plan did kickstart my metabolism as far as I'm concerned, and that's why I lost 11.5. This week I have allocated all of my weekly points. I am doing my daily food, and I'll put it on at the end of the week. I think it's too much if I put daily food plans on. People get bored pretty quick with those. Plus the fact it's catching up, and it's because I don't use my weeklies. I haven't split my weeklies this week because I'm having a Five Guys later in the week. It gets a bit, so it's the fact that some days I'm having 26 points, some days I'm having 30 points. It's hard to catch up and it's hard to keep up when I'm doing that. So I'm just going to put weekly food diaries on from now on, and I'll also let people know what my weight loss is that week as well. Let me put my teeth in and we'll be fine. So anyway, yeah, this is my after picture. I've been out today on my lunch break, and I tried some trousers on at River Island, some jeans on at River Island, and a top, and today I look really skinny. I'm well impressed by that. Even if I do say so myself, I'm extremely proud of those pictures. Yeah, so altogether I have lost 56 pounds, sorry. I have that's 18 stone 4 altogether. So it is possible to lose a lot of weight. It is hard work, but it is definitely worth it, and I would recommend just trying to change those habits is the only thing that you can do. So the reasons that I swapped from Slimming World to Weight Watchers, Slimming World was brilliant. I did enjoy it when I was doing it, but like I said, it became very samey for me. It didn't teach me portion control at all. A portion of pasta on Weight Watchers is like my portion on Slimming World is 4 or 5 times what I would have on Weight Watchers. In fact, it's probably more. And I didn't need it, but because I could have it and because it was free, I was having it. So obviously that's a contributing factor. I need portion control, and the green plan, which is the one that I'm on now, very much gives me portion control because I weigh and measure everything, so I know the points in absolutely everything. That's why I swapped to WW, and obviously it works. But then Slimming World works as well, so literally it is whichever plan suits your lifestyle is the plan that you need to do. So thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.